Oh, yes. We're back on. This is Action Jackson, and welcome to Motivation for the Nation. Woo! We're vibing. Positive vibes today. Positive vibes today. I trust each and every one of you are watching and you're feeling good. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. This is Action Jackson, and welcome to Motivation for the Nation. Oh, my favorite people, Phoebe and Martha, are watching. What's up? Welcome to Motivation for the Nation. We're tuned in live. We've got our special guest who's going to be tuning in to join us today. Yes, Junior Ogniemi, how are you doing? Get the link, click on it. It's on your email. We're bringing in some special guests today. Okay, you need to click on it so we can test it. We test it with all our guests. JCB Black, how are you doing? Welcome to today's show. It's Motivation for the Nation. This is like a mental workout, right? My people from Amsterdam, Eliana and Tommy in the building. Welcome. Phoebe and Martha, welcome. Tommy and Eliana, welcome. JCB Black, welcome. This is Action Jackson. Excellent. We're going to wait for a few more people to arrive, and we're going to get into the zone. Woo! We're going to be warming up in a moment. Welcome, everybody. Did you send a link to your friends to join us today? Send a link to your friends and tell them to wake up and come join Motivation for the Nation with me, Action Jackson, live. We got a special guest today. Today, we're going to be talking about how to stay productive during the lockdown. That's today's topic. How to be productive during the lockdown. Woo! Okay, I think we're ready for our pump-up exercises. Okay, all right. Are you guys ready for our energizer? Are you ready for our energizer? If you're ready for our energizer, I want you to type yes. If you're ready for our energizer. I don't think the world is ready for our energizer. Now, if you've just joined me, this is Motivation for the Nation. And the idea behind this show is to inspire you guys to be the best version of yourself. This is a time in history where many people are feeling really frustrated, challenged. Some people are feeling down. But the idea behind this show is to make sure that you stay motivated, stay driven, stay in the zone of happiness, because happiness is the only thing that's going to get you to where we need to get you to, okay? So with that said, we always start the show with this energizer that energizes us. Movement is very important. People don't realize that the more you move, the better you feel about yourself. You're shaking up all your energies. So we do something called the energizer that energizes us. And all my friends, Eliana, Tommy, Phoebe, Martha, they're always jumping in on that and they're always feeling good. So here we go. Hey, feeling good. It's time to pump it up. It's time to pump it up. Aye. Here we go. You got to pump it up, don't you know? You pump it up like this. You pump it up like this. You pump it up like this. Go pump it up, 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 go pump it up. Are you ready? Come on. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. Motivation for the nation. Motivation for the nation. Come on, come on. Motivation for the nation. Motivation for the nation. The Williams family in the house. Motivation for the nation. Motivation for the nation. Hey, 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 hey. Motivation for the nation. Motivation for the nation. If you've just joined us, this is how we get warmed up. Don't get tired. This is Motivation for the Nation with the one and only Action Jackson. Williams family. Let me see you move. Amsterdam. Move. Phoebe Marfa. Move. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Are you ready? Pump it, pump it, pump it, pump it, pump it, pump it. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Motivation. You got to pump it up, pump it, pump it, pump it, pump it. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Aye. Where's my glasses? Where's my glasses? Motivation for the nation. Motivation for the nation. Motivation for the nation. Motivation for the nation. Come on. Don't get tired. I'm the one moving. Yes. Come on. Motivation for the nation. Hi. Hi. Woo. Woo. Morning, 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 morning. Morning, morning. Wow. This is so cool. Well, good morning and welcome to Motivation for the Nation. I've got my wonderful people in the house. Got Nancy, welcome. We got Phoebe and Martha, welcome. Look at me breathing heavily, right? Yes. So if you just joined us, that was our energizer. This is Zach Jackson and welcome to Motivation for the Nation. Big shout out to everyone that's watching. Welcome. Let me get a drink. I need a drink of water. Woo. Here we go. I love water. Water is so good. Water is the only thing that doesn't make your tummy feel kind of weird. Right. Excellent stuff. Well, welcome to Motivation for the Nation. The first thing we do is we get ourselves energized. Yeah. And then the second thing we do, we bring the energy back. Akeem and Kayla are still in bed. Y'all better wake up. Go wake those kids up. Wake up. Blessings. All right. Nice one. So yesterday was an amazing show. If you watched the show yesterday and you really, really enjoyed it, I want you to type yes. If you really enjoyed yesterday's show. Yesterday, we talked about how to stay happy during the lockdown. It was a powerful show. Powerful show. What a great show it was. And we had, well, basically, guys, I'm going to be out of a job soon as the presenter of this show because there's like some amazing people who are going to take over. And they've been preparing for the takeover. They've been preparing for the takeover. And I'm not going to cry because I know that they're going to do a good job on Thursday. It's Takeover Thursday. Okay, Takeover Thursday. Phoebe, Martha, Liana, and Tommy are going to be taking over the show. They're going to be doing the warm-up. They're going to be doing the breathing exercises. They're going to bring on the guests. And they're going to wrap it all up. So that's what's going to be happening on Thursday. And I think they've been preparing. So they'll be preparing. Yes, we are preparing for our takeover. Yes, I like that. I like that. Preparation is good. Okay. So the second thing we do on the show is we always do our breathing exercises. Okay. So they said, how many minutes do we have? Well, basically, The takeover show is the whole show. It's the whole show. Well, put it this way. You got to prepare for the beginning warm-up. Talk us through the warm-up. Talk us through the breathing exercise. Introduce the guests. Okay? And don't worry, we're going to have enough time to do some rehearsals. All right. If you're watching right now, this is where we get our mind right and our mind centered. Because the mind is filled with so much junk. And we have to be very careful to clean out the mind. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Take a deep breath in, out. Breathe in, breathe out. You notice that my breathing was different, so I want you to take a deep breath in, breathe out. Now, many people take these simple exercises for granted, but they don't realize that the reason why we get overwhelmed mentally is because we don't use our breath and our thoughts. There's a phrase that we always use whenever we come on here. And can anyone please type up that phrase for me, please? The phrase says, all I need is within me now. If you're watching, welcome to Motivation for the Nation. This is Action Jackson. This is where you increase your daily dose of happiness. And the phrase says, all I need is within me now. All I need is within me now. The world may say you need a new car, you need to be popular, you need a new phone, you need to have lots of likes and lots of followers. But the truth is, all you need is within you now. Don't you ever let the world tell you that you need something on the outside, because everything on the outside was created first on the inside, both in our hearts and in our minds. That's why I say this phrase, all I need is within me now. All I need is within me now. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Lovely. Sometimes we're so ungrateful. We're so ungrateful. And we don't realize that we're being ungrateful. To correct your mind, you think about the things you're grateful for. So what are the things you're grateful for? I want you to stay in this mode of closing your eyes and think about what you're grateful for. Family, friends, food. I'm grateful for this lockdown. I'm grateful for it because it allows me to get centered. It allows me to get to know myself, my family. It allows me to pay attention to the things that I would probably ignore. I'm grateful for the news because it teaches me what to stay away from. I'm grateful for YouTube. It allows me to communicate with you. Yvonne says, I'm grateful for being able to exercise and breathe. Yes, some people can't even breathe. They can't even move. Some people didn't make it into today. You're still alive. Over 2 million people have died across the earth over the last couple of months. You're still alive. You're still alive. Be grateful. Breathe in, breathe out. Now we're going to add to that mantra. The first bit says, all I need is within me now. I'm happy to be alive. All I need is within me now. I am happy to be alive. All I need is within me now. I am happy to be alive. When you say that to yourself consistently, makes you feel good. If you're watching us, this is where we get our minds motivated and focused on positivity, not negativity. All I need is within me now. I am happy to be alive. Everybody say that with me. All I need is within me now. I am happy to be alive. All I need is within me now. I am happy to be alive. Start thinking about the things that make you happy. Start thinking about the people that make you feel happy. The more you concentrate on the things and the people that make you feel happy, the more empowered you become. All I need is within me now. I'm happy to be alive. Take a deep breath in, breathe out. I'm watching you. Breathe in, breathe out. Amazing, amazing, amazing stuff. Thank you so much for doing that. This is Action Jackson, and welcome to Motivation for the Nation. Each and every day, weekday, 10 a.m. to 11-ish, you know. And the idea behind the show is to inspire you guys, to make you feel good about yourself. Yvonne says, I'm happy to be alive. Yes, we are all happy to be alive. And on today's show, we're going to be talking about how to stay productive during the lockdown. Many people are not productive during the lockdown. If you've been wasting time during the lockdown, I want you to be honest with me. I want you to type, yes, I haven't been maximizing my time. Just type yes if you haven't been really maximizing your time during the lockdown, because our special guest today is going to teach us how to be productive during the lockdown. You know, so it's very important that we understand that productivity is so important. You've been given time, the most powerful resource, the wealthiest resource. Time is more important than money. Time is more important than money. What's the one thing everybody complains about? Time. I ain't got no time. Well, hold on. You keep talking about you ain't got no time, but you now got all the time. Now you don't know what to do with the time. What's that about? I don't get it. Well, so all of a sudden, you've now given Ariadne says, yes, I've been unproductive. Today, we're going to look at how to be productive. Let me tell you why. This opportunity that we've got, it only comes around every 100 years. Yep. This kind of event, and it's like a 1 in 100-year event. Never happens. What are you doing with it? Think about how to reinvent yourself. How can you craft a new version of yourself? What are the things in your life you don't like that you like to improve? Here's some of the things I want you to start thinking about. What would I like to improve in myself? Today, we're going to be discussing that with our special guest, who I'm about to bring on right now, who's going to pump it up with us in a moment. Okay. So if you're ready for our special guest today, I just want you to type, yes, we are ready. Yes, we are ready. Okay. Our special guest is an entrepreneur. He is an author. He is a coach. He owns his own business. He is a very special individual to me, and definitely going to inspire you today. Let me put on our pump up music, because I know he would like to pump it up with us. Ladies and gentlemen, please pump it up for the one, the only, Premier Ogunyeme. Pump it up.
Hey.
Pump it up.
Hey. Motivation for the nation.
Wicked. He's pumping it up. Oh, he got the move. Go.
You lot got me amped. You got me pumped up now. Woo!
Nice stuff. Excellent stuff. It's going very well. You're live to the nation. There are people watching from Amsterdam right now. There are people we've had people watching from India, Dubai. Yes. And people just joined the show by mistake. So tell us a bit about yourself and what you do.
Much like yourself, I'm a motivational speaker, going to schools, colleges, universities. My background is mainly in business, so I talk at a lot of business events as well. Just teaching and inspiring people to maximize their full potential. Probably from about the age of 16, I've been running my own business, and it's just grown and been able to provide a lifestyle for myself and opportunities for so many other people. So lots of times people invite me in to sort of talk about the mindset that I use behind it. Because I did some remarkable things at quite a young age. It was quite different from most people. And everybody wanted to know, right, how's he doing this, and what's the mindset behind it. So fast forward lots of years later, I'm still doing that, still enjoying it, still sharing, still learning, still growing. And yeah, happy to be here with you guys.
I love that. I love that. I love that. So you also run your own football academy as well.
I used to love playing football. I remember it was you told me one time, find something you like doing and get someone to pay you for it. Right? I couldn't get Mourinho to pay me to play professional football, so I set up my own football club. And then I played for that
Find something you love doing and get someone to pay you for it. Someone type that up so I can put it up on the screen. Find something you love doing and get someone to pay you for it. That's a good career advice. Wouldn't you think so?
Well, it worked out quite well for me. When I realized that, you know what, I'm not going to play professional football, I set up my own football coaching academy, which is my first successful business anyway.
Yeah.
And that grew. We went from about 20 kids in a park to well over 250 kids every single week now. Obviously, with the lockdown, we can't play football anymore. But you know, it's been good. And you know, most businesses fail within their first year. We've probably been running for about 15 years now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. This is amazing. So today, I mean, I love that phrase that you said, find something you love doing and get someone to pay you for it. This is a very powerful advice to any young person watching right now. Find something you love doing and get someone to pay you for it. And I think the operative word is something you love doing. Why is it important to find something you love doing before you even think about getting paid for it?
So this is where it's important, because your time is your life. Right? Your time is your life. So if you're doing anything useful with your time, you're doing something useful with your life. If you're doing anything productive with your time, you're doing something productive with your life. So most people, they spend probably like almost more than half of their week at work. Right? So that's more than half of your life. Now imagine you're doing that and it's not something that you love. Now I know not everybody gets into the luxury position to be able to work around things that they love or their dream job.
Yeah.
But at least if you have it as your goal, you know that everything that you are doing is leading you towards there. I think the problem with most people is that they don't even have it as their goal to do something that they might love. So therefore, they just sort of stick and stay into where they are. And then they get comfortable because, yeah, the money's there, but you don't ever feel fulfilled because you're not actually doing the things that you love. I don't mind doing things that I might not love, you know, once in a while. Like, for example, I might not like training in the gym, but I do love going out on the beach and showing my muscles. All right. So if I've got that as my goal, I'm going to go through all the hard work. I'm going to go through all the things that I don't love in order to get what I do love. The problem is people don't even have it in their goal. So then they just go through the things that they don't even love, and they never, ever even have the ambition to reach where they actually would love.
So it's so important for you to do what you love. As we're watching right now, welcome. This is Action Jackson and Junior Entrepreneur. You are tuned in live to Motivation for the Nation. Today, we're discussing how to be productive during the lockdown. It's so important to stay productive. If you're watching right now, I want you to type one thing you love doing. Because growing up, I loved singing, acting, and playing basketball. Those are the three things. You know, I didn't quite make it to the NBA or Hollywood, but if there's one thing I did do is I made sure that I did that. And it's funny how what you love doing, it gives you so much more happiness and energy. So I just want to go straight to the comments. What is the one thing you enjoy doing? What do you love doing? Type it up, type it up. Do you love cooking? Do you love eating? Do you love writing? Do you love dancing? So important, so important. So Junior, shout out to Sarah and Sophie. Yeah. Sarah, Sophie, keep tuning in. So Junior, tell us a bit about how to stay productive during the lockdown, because many people have got too much time on their hands. They don't know what to do with it. Nancy says, I love singing, writing, coaching young ladies, and cooking. Yeah, definitely. Ariadne says, I love dancing. So I'm sure she's got her TikTok account where she's doing all those crazy dancing. So what you love doing is very, very important. I think that's an indication to what you can be doing during the lockdown. So Gina, talk us through some of the ways that we can actually stay productive during this lockdown, because I'm scared that some people are wasting their life away.
Yeah, remember what I said? Your time equals your life. Life is made up of small moments All right, small. So every single second, every single minute, every single hour, life is made up of all of these things. So life is actually made up of time. All right. We don't know, like you said, some people didn't get to wake up. We don't know when our time is going to be up. All right.
True.
A bit of a morbid thought, but if you, it actually also helps you appreciate the time that you have right now.
Yes.
So a lot of people are saying, "Oh, my days, I wait for this lockdown to be over, then I'll start living. I wait for this lockdown to be over, then I'm going to do this thing I love. I wait for this lockdown to be over." Now is time as well. All right. Just because your surroundings has changed, that's the only thing that's changed. You still got the same amount of time. You still got the same amount of hours. You still got the same amount of minutes. So if you waste your time now, you're actually wasting your life now. You're wasting your life hoping that, oh, one day afterwards, this lockdown, even if this lockdown lasts another 10 years, God forbid, but even if it was to do, that doesn't change your purpose. That doesn't change what you're called to do. That doesn't change what you're designed to do. So if you master your time now, you also get to master your life.
Wow. So, stop right there.
Time
master
equals
your
life.
time to master your life.
So whatever you do with your time is what you're doing with your life. All right. So if you are spending all your time worrying, you're spending all your life worrying. Okay. So right now, this space that you have, it's still time. It might be the unusual time, but it's still time. And what a lot of people do, they feel like, oh, I can't do anything productive because I'm not in my usual environment. That's just an excuse.
Yes.
All right? It's just an excuse, really. And you know what? There are things you can do to help yourself.
Yes.
So for example, maybe normally you'd have to get dressed up in a nice suit. Or then you have to go and commute, and then you go into work, or you get dressed up in your uniform or whatever it is. Do you know what? Do that. If that's what helps you get into the right frame of mind, do it. Right? Get in your school uniform and go down to the kitchen table, have your school dinner, and then go sit down at your desk and do what you would usually do, because it's still the same. All right?
It's true.
You've got the same amount of time. Get yourself into the same mindset.
Someone said to me, do you know what? Wake up as you would, have a bath as you would, and get dressed up as you would, because it allows the brain to get into a productive routine. Like this morning, I woke up, did my meditation, read, prayed, jumped in the shower, got dressed. Right now, although I'm in my house, I've got my shoes on. Look, why have I got my shoes on? Because I'm hosting my show. If the studio was at the BBC, this is how I would approach it. So what you're saying is, you've got to live your life in a productive way where you don't just, because of the lockdown, some people haven't had a bath for like a whole week. That's nasty. That's disgusting. You know, that is really, really disgusting. And we can't have that. So if you're just watching, welcome everyone. This is Motivation for the Nation. Today we're talking about how to be productive during the lockdown. One of the ways I decided to be productive during the lockdown was to start doing this show every morning for the last couple of weeks. So this is like week number 2.5. So we've done like 14 episodes. This is probably the 16th episode. That's what we've been doing on the show. So Junior, how have you been staying productive? Talk us through some of the tips.
So for me personally, I've been working for like my whole business plans and cleaning up and doing all this old stuff, and also reaching out to people. So I don't want you to think productive means that I have to go out and make money. I have to go out and work. I have to go out and do things that I hate. Because that's when you get a lot of resistance, because sometimes you might not like your job. Like I said, sometimes you have to do the things you hate in order to get the things that you love. Sometimes you might not like the daily routines and you just want to take a break from it. So a lot of people said, hey, do you know what? This is a good opportunity to take a break from it. Yeah, but you don't want to take a break for too long. The same way in a normal week, you'd only take a break for 2 days and you get back onto it. Now you can just pick what your weekend is. Your 2 days could be Friday and Monday. And then, you know, you carry on working. So it's just the format has changed, but the goal is still the same. In terms of your, how to stay productive and doing, especially when you have, because when you're doing the things that you don't like, that's when you get the resistance. Sometimes in your mind, you say like, I know I should be doing this, but your body says, I don't feel like doing this. This is why sometimes you and your mind, your body and your mind have to get aligned. That's why I say do things physically that will align with where your mindset is at. But also, you might have to also change your mindset about certain things. See, we all have like an emotional response to certain things. So let's play a little game, right? So for those that are in the comments, and Jackson, you can play as well. You can just shout out. I'm going to say a word, And if you feel like yeah, I want you to say yeah. And if you don't like this word, or if it has a negative emotion, I want you to say boo. All right. So one of those two. All right. So let's practice. The first word is pizza.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Write in the comments, guys, if you think yeah to pizza. Next word is water.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I like juice.
Juice. Okay. Next word is 7 a.m.
Yeah. What for me? Yeah.
That's like, yeah, I don't know
Yeah,
about
I know, right?
that.
I was still in bed at 7 this morning, man.
See, some people, whenever you say anything, oh, let's have a meeting at 7 a.m., that's what goes off in their mind, like, yeah. And then that's where the resistance comes, because they've already got a negative attachment to that word or to that thought of 7 a.m. All right, here's another one. Maths. Boo. Some
Boo.
people say boo, some people say yeah. So when you tell someone, all right, it's time to do your maths, even if they're only spending 10 minutes, their energy goes down, productivity goes down, and they look for other things that are more yay, because in their minds, they've already attached boo to maths. All right. So some of the things that you're supposed to be doing, you in your mind, you've already attached boo to it. You need to try to change your thoughts. Whenever I say the word quarantine, what comes through your mind? Yay or boo?
Boo. But then a bit of yay as well, because you got your time to yourself.
You see? So sometimes people always hear the word quarantine, they hear it on the news, they're talking about it. So every time they wake up, it reminds them of being in quarantine. So for the whole period of quarantine, they're feeling boo, 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 boo. And they're walking around the whole house, boo. If you hear the word no more football, you're thinking boo. Now for the whole lockdown season, there's no football.
There's a lot of things that have been locked down.
You see? In lockdown, there's no football to watch, there's no football to play, there's nothing you can do. So of course you're gonna feel like boo, but you know what? You can't waste your time, can't waste your life. That principle's still there. So I have to start to change my mindset that hey, I can go out in the garden, I can practice my kick-ups. What other things are yay that I can still stay productive about? Because if I just keep thinking about all these boo things that are popping up, it's gonna affect my energy. And I'm gonna walk around for the next couple of weeks. Boo, 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 boo.
Wow,
All right, and that's why you're not productive.
That is so true. Just a quick shout out to Sophie and Sarah watching right now. Big shout out to you. You've just tuned in. If you've just tuned in, this is Motivation for the Nation, and this is Action Jackson and Junior Oguniemi. We're talking about how to stay productive during the lockdown. We've been discussing the fact that yes, McDonald's is closed. There's no football. There's no concert. There's literally nothing, and it could drive you crazy. But when there is nothing, it's an opportunity to create something. When there is nothing, it's an opportunity to create something. So, like this, real quickly, Motivation for the Nation is here to stay. It's not just for the lockdown. We're going to continue this. We might pick a different time slot, but this show is obviously helping someone. So we've had Juno Oguniemi, who's joining us today, teaching us how to stay productive during this lockdown, making the most of our time and our energy. You're also an author as well. Tell us about the book that you wrote.
Yeah, so this is the book that I wrote, How to Be a Student Entrepreneur.
Wow.
Like I said, I started running business.
Hold the book back up again. Let's see it, because that's a very powerful book. Nice. How to Be a Student Entrepreneur. I'm going to type that up now. Go ahead. Tell us a bit about that book.
Oh, so yeah. So this book is just basically, it's split into 3 parts. So the first part is all about the mindset, because I didn't want to give you the tools to run your own business or do your own creative things without giving you the mindset first. Everything starts from your mindset. And then it talks into that simple steps in terms of how I built businesses and how you can also do the same thing. And then at the back is just a list of lots of resources, so you can just go take action straight away and get started. So this book's done wonders for me and for other people. Even I keep going back to this book to reference it whenever I'm doing talks or whenever I'm planning my own new business ventures. And I wrote it because I knew that a lot of young people, they were quite creative, probably not so academic. And it's like, do you know what can we do? How can we still become successful? How can we still do things? And I always found running my own business to be quite empowering. It gave me new skills. And to be honest, the earlier you start, the better, because you just, it's like when anything, if you start gymnastics early, you become better at it as you get older. If you start playing football earlier, you become better at it as you get older. So yeah, you might not make like £1 million straight away, but what's going to happen is by the time you are 16, 17, 20, 25, 30, you're going to become better at it because you've got more years of experience. Remember, if you master your time, you master your life. So the more time you're spending, the better. So
what you're saying is,
people,
even in this lockdown, because we have a lot of young people who are watching, they can almost like learn how to start their own business if they wanted to during the lockdown.
Definitely. It's a good opportunity. Sometimes, hey, do you know what? Sometimes the lockdown forces people to start their own businesses because they say, hey, I need not only do I need to stay productive, I need to make some money. So you find
if you're watching right now, you're a young person watching, I would first of all say go and research business owners. Go online and just go and watch documentaries about businesses because it helps you to understand. There's actually a young boy who what does he do? He compares toys. He reviews toys, and we were in Asda yesterday, and we saw like his face on a package and stuff. He's worth 21 million. He reviews toys.
Ryan's Toys.
Was it called Ryan's Toys? Is that what it's called? Yeah, Ryan's Toys. Yeah, so Ryan's Toy Review. The kid is amazing. Yeah. He's got his own YouTube channel, 26 million viewers. He's got. Actually, what I'm going to do, I'm going to share the screen so that parents can see this, that you're not too young to start your own business. You're not too young to start your own business. So here we've got Ryan's Toys. Can you see it there? Look at that. So all you got to do is type in Ryan's Toys, and you got to investigate. What are the things he's doing? Okay, the kid gets up to 1.3 million a day ago on his clips. So these are ways in which you can be productive during the lockdown. You can actually start sharing some of your skills, some of your gifts with the world. Very, very important. Junior, it's been a great pleasure working with you. What are some of the one last final thoughts to our viewers who are watching?
Final thoughts. This is my favorite quote, and I always say this at every single talk, and it's this: to do something new, you gotta become someone new. So every single day you wake up, we are always becoming. You're not the person you were last year. You've changed slightly. You're not the person you was 4 or 5 years ago. You've changed probably a lot. So every person that you're going to be in the future, you're always constantly changing, right? By the things that you're watching, the things that you're reading, the people you're hanging around with, the things that you are practicing, you're constantly changing into a new person. I want you guys to be intentional with who you want to be and who where you see yourself in the future. So decide where you want to be, all right? And say, what do I have to do differently today to get myself there? Every single day. So in order to do something new, you got to start to become someone new. Don't wait for the lockdown to finish. In fact, use the lockdown as a good opportunity to start to become somebody new.
I like that. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's Junior Entrepreneur. We're going to pump it up before you go. Because I know that the world has learned from you, and this is the time to pump it up now. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to pump it up. On your feet, Junior. There we go.
You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know?
Motivation for the nation. Nice one. I love that. Junior Entrepreneur, thank you so much for joining us. You are amazing. See you soon. Well, guys, welcome to the Motivation for the Nation. Very quickly, throw up something that you have learned from the interview with Junior Entrepreneur. we might bring on Junior Entrepreneur actually to take some questions. We're going to bring on Junior back up to actually take some questions. If you've got some questions, so put your questions in the comments. If you've got some questions, very quickly. Welcome to Motivation for the Nation. This is Action Jackson. What we're doing here is just inspiring the nation. We're inspiring the nation, getting you guys motivated. Today we were talking about being productive. And what we're going to do, we're going to bring Junior back on, and we're going to take some questions from Junior. So if you can type up your questions, we will take some questions from Junior in the comments below. We're going to take some questions very quickly. Welcome to everyone that's been watching. Nancy, Yvonne, welcome to Sarah, Sophie and Sarah. Welcome to Kerry, David. Thank you to Eliana, Tommy, Phoebe, Martha, my favorite people, Kayla and Akeem, Ariadne, welcome to the show. This is Motivation for the Nation, and we're going to look at some questions in a moment before we wrap up the show. So we're going to go right here. If you've got some questions to be productive. All right, Junior Entrepreneur, we're going to bring you back on. We've got some questions here. So how do you overcome procrastination? People that leave things to the last minute. How do you overcome procrastination?
First of all, I have to look at the reasons why I procrastinate. Maybe sometimes the task is boring. If the task is boring, then find a way to make it exciting.
Okay.
Maybe because you don't have enough accountability.
True.
So if you don't have accountability and you know that, right, this is the reason why I keep procrastinating, then find somebody to watch over you, even until you get it into motion. If the reason is because the task is too big, then find ways to break down the task into smaller chunks. So it all depends on the reason why you are procrastinating, and you have to be very honest with yourself about that. Why do I keep procrastinating? And procrastination is just basically putting things off because you want to do something else that's more fun. All right, so putting off the things that you should do. And you know, sometimes you can procrastinate by doing a good thing, but it's still the wrong thing.
Yeah.
Like sometimes, let's say, if it's time to do homework and you think, oh, now's a good time to actually tidy my room. You don't really want to tidy your room. You just want to avoid doing the right thing. So you end up doing a good thing. All right. But it's still procrastination. Procrastination is about doing the right thing at the right time in the right way. So you have to ask yourself, why do I keep procrastinating? And then you have to, based on that reason why, that's what you have to try to fix.
I love that. Well, I hope that's been useful for someone who's just asked that question. Thank you so much. Junior, so what have you got planned for the rest of the day?
For the rest of the day, I've got some business meetings as normal, but they're all going to be like this online. So I've got a lot of business meetings. I've set myself my own personal deadlines to get some stuff out there and push some stuff. So I'm gonna start to work on all of that stuff, and then I'm just gonna do a bit of exercise as well.
Why not? Excellent. Thank you once again, Junior. You've been amazing. This is great stuff. Excellent. If you've just joined us, you're live on Motivation for the Nation. On Thursday, we've got Tommy, Eliana, Phoebe, and Martha. It's Takeover Thursday on Motivation for the Nation. They'll be taking over the show, okay? And we're going to be talking to them about, making sure that they give us the best show. I have no doubt. So with that said, very quickly, we're going to play a quick game before we wrap up the show. So I'm going to share my screen. I'm so excited about this game. I hope you guys are ready to play this game, okay? I hope you're ready to play this game. I get excited when I play this game. So the game is very simple, okay? The game is very simple. All I do is I will put up part of a brand, and your job is to guess in the comments below what that brand is. So say, for instance, let me bring this one up. This one's an easy one. So I'll show you the picture of the brand, And you got to tell me what brand that is. What brand is that? Very quickly, what brand is that? You type in the comments below. So that's Nike. All right. That's Nike. All right. Next picture. Are you ready? What brand is this? This is a challenge for some people. What brand is this? Can you guess the brand? Can you guess the brand? There we go. It's Facebook. Next one. What brand is this? Oh, this one's an easy one. I know you get this one. A lot of you will get this one. I know a lot of you will get this one because you just love your food, don't you? What brand is this one? Yes, it's KFC. Next up, what brand is this? This is a tougher one. This is a tougher one. This is a tougher one. Can you guess the brand? Ooh. Calvin Casino says KFC. Can you guess? It's Pepsi. Next up, we've got this brand, easy brand. It's Shell. It's Shell. Next one. What brand is this? Can you guess? It's Red Bull. Guess the logo. What brand is this? Oh, it's a tough one. It's Pringles. If you've just joined us, we're here on Motivation for the Nation. We've got the last brand. What brand is this? This is the brand that's making it right now. Trust me. Yes, it's Amazon. Well, thank you so much for taking part on that amazing game. I'm sure you really enjoyed it. Well, we're going to finish off the show the same way we finish off the show every single week. We're going to be playing the music video that many of you love. Enjoy.
Spreading happiness 24/7 worldwide. Ambassador for happiness. Let's do this.
Every time you wake up, don't forget you're amazing. You're a star, and that's never changing. Your life could be hard, but life is a gift. Do a little dance and move to the beat. I know negativity will come your way, but you stay positive.
Like every single day, they don't hold your destiny. Better live each day like a legacy. I know sometimes you cry, but joy comes in the morning. Younger, your head up high. I got you when you're falling. I know sometimes you cry, but joy comes in the morning. Younger, your head up high. I got you when you're falling.
I'm HAPPY, 365, yeah. I'm HAPPY, that's the only way to stay alive. I'm HAPPY, 365, yeah. I'm HAPPY, that's the only way to stay alive.
I'm HAPPY, 365 days. I'm HAPPY, that's the only way to stay alive. I'm HAPPY, 365 days. I'm HAPPY, that's the only way to stay alive. Hey,
Woo!
365.com. Join the happiness movement. Yeah. start each day so thankful that I'm breathing. Cause gratitude is a promise that I'm keeping. Cause I've been through the lows and the deep end. All I needed was some hope and some good friends. So I spread love and I make it look easy. If you want a dose, then you should come and see me. Cause you're special and you're far from regular. Do you hear what I'm telling y'all? I know sometimes you're proud, but you're not in the morning. Young girl, keep your head up high. I got you when you're falling. I know sometimes you cry, but joy comes in the morning, yeah. Young boy, keep your head up high. I got you when you're falling, yeah.
I'm HAPPY, 365, yeah. I'm HAPPY.
That's the only way to stay alive. I'm HAPPY, 365, yeah. I'm HAPPY. That's the only way to stay alive. I'm HAPPY, 365, yeah. I'm HAPPY. That's the only way to stay alive. I'm HAPPY.
365, yeah. I'm HAPPY. That's the only way to stay alive.
Yes.
Yes.
HappyWorld365.com. Join the happy movement. What? I'm HAPPY. What? I'm HAPPY. What? Only way to stay alive. Don't know what? Yes. I'm HAPPY. 365, yeah. I'm HAPPY. That's the only way to stay alive. USA, make some noise. One more time. Okay.
I'm HAPPY.
I'm HAPPY. 365.
Oh, wow, 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 wow. Amazing, 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 amazing. This is amazing. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching the show today. Join me tomorrow, 10 a.m. for Motivation for the Nation. Thank you so much for tuning in each and every week. Let me let you know something. You know, many years ago, I had a dream of having my own television talk show. And you know what? Your dreams come in different forms. And this is an opportunity for me to have my own television talk show, being able to inspire the world with motivation and entertainment. So thank you for helping me fulfill my dreams. And I trust that as you're watching, you are fulfilling your dreams as well. I'm so grateful to you every time you watch. Do tell your friends, do tell your family about the show. It's amazing. We have different guests on talking about different things that's going to help us to become better people. Big, massive shout out to all my resident guests. Big shout out to Phoebe, Martha, Tommy, Eliana, Akeem. They become like my family now, right? And Kayla, Yvonne, thank you so much. Kerry, David, thank you so much. Have a great day. Mwah. I love you like I love cheesecake. Bye.